What is the toughest thing about fighting crime? What is your biggest challenge in Baltimore?
Folks have thought about violence for far too long as something that solely the police are responsible for. And the best detectives in the world will tell you that it's a lot deeper than that, right? We've put too much on our police departments. We have to have a comprehensive approach. For us, that means yes, and the numbers are there for us, right? We have seized over 1,800 guns this year, more than we did in 2014, and we had 500 more officers back then. So our officers are more productive because they're more focused, going away from the history of zero tolerance and racial profiling and all the things that led Baltimore into a consent decree, but also understanding that the world has changed, right? Crime is not what it was in the 90s, in 1993, which is actually the most violent year in Baltimore's history. Folks who have been here like me understand that, but also understanding things like ghost guns, right? In 2020, we recovered like a few hundred of those. In 2018, it was less than 10. Last year, it was 300 and something, and it's already over 230 this year. As long as people can skirt issues and rules and regulations, are able to get their hands on these illegal, hard to trace weapons and any illegal gun, we're gonna have these problems. But when you think about not just what Baltimore is going through, but the country, as we see this COVID crime wave, as some folks like to call it, we have to think about all the issues that are pushing that. The interpersonal disputes that are now happening, basic conflict, social conflict that is leading to violence, things that, quite frankly, I'm not gonna know, and neither are my police officers gonna know that someone's having an argument on Instagram about who is actually the significant other of some woman or some man. We're think about the economic pressures on folks. This is why we have to have that balanced approach, which is why we've invested in our police department to be able to focus on driving out gun trafficking organizations, driving out illegally operating criminal organizations, but also at the same time investing in our community. We put $50 million out for our community violence intervention ecosystem so that we are sending folks through our safe streets, through the folks at We Are Us, who used to be out there in those streets, to intervene in those acts of violence at the same time as well. It's a balanced approach. What is hardest thing to do is you're talking about people's personal choices, and we all, not just as Baltimore, as a country, have to understand that and build all the systems together, not just improving policing, but every single system that we operate in this country that will impact violent crime.